What's up, y'all? It's Chad here in my garage on New Year's Eve. It's a little cold, but not too cold. But I wanted just to share a couple things with you. Some of you know this. I do a podcast I've been working on for the last 3 years for ministry leaders. And I shared my own personal review this year with them. And I want to make a video and share it on Facebook to you because this process has been very different this year than it's ever been before. And I want to share this review and encourage you to do this review to think about what does 2018 look like for you, but also what does 2017 look like for you. But this isn't about goal setting. This is about mindfulness and personal awareness. But I really believe this moves us into the best picture and version of ourselves. And so the questions will be down below me in the comments or in the description if you want to follow along and do this. But think about these things. First is this: when have you been the best version of yourself this past year in 2017? You know, for a long time, I looked at the best version of myself I ever was almost 20 years ago. But that was 20 years ago. This is a completely different circumstance and time and environment. I didn't have a cell phone yet back then. I mean, it was that different. But instead I thought about this: what was the best version? When, where, how, what was going on in my life when I felt like I was at my best in 2017? And I've reflected on that and thought about that. But then also I want to focus a little bit. I want to focus on the most important things to me. What does it mean for you to focus on the most important things to you? So 4 focus questions. Number 1, how do I need to focus on my soul? What feeds me as a person? What feeds me personally? What feeds me spiritually? How do I need to focus on my soul? The second focus is this: how do I need to focus on my primary relationships? For me, it's Meredith, my wife. And those I keep in a very small, tight circle around me. How do I focus on those key relationships? These are the people that mean the most to me. These are the people that make me a better person. These are the people that God has called me into special and unique relationships with. Most of all, that's my wife. And I encourage you to think about that. Your spouse, your family members, maybe it's a boyfriend or a girlfriend. But what does it mean for you to focus on your key relationships in 2018? What does it mean to focus on your own health? I've had a battle for health for years. 2017 was the year of blood pressure medicine. It was the year of getting off of blood pressure medicine. I also started exercising for the first time really ever in 2017. It got kind of lax towards the back of the year. So I'm thinking about how do I focus on that better in 2018, and what are some things that I want to do? So not setting up some sort of a weight loss goal or thing, but like what are the things that I would like to be able to do? And so there's things that are going to have to happen to get to that place. The next thing is, what do I need to focus on my own personal growth? This is me as a pastor, professionally. It's also me personally. Maybe it's some hobby, something you'd really like to take up. But what does it look like for you to focus on personal growth this year? So this last set of questions are really about awareness, about being aware of who you are and where you are and what's going on. Is this, how can I personally avoid the known pitfalls and bottlenecks in my life? What has a tendency to trap me? And what is a place that, due to my own anxieties or insecurities, I can seriously slow things down for myself and then thereby slow things down for others? What are the known pitfalls and bottlenecks in my life, and how can I avoid them? The second question about awareness is this: how can I avoid causing conflict in my primary relationships, but also my key relationships? So this is the people that you love and care about, and maybe the people you work with. What does it mean for you to avoid conflict and maybe not cause conflict, or to help others with conflict? The third awareness question is this: is how am I intentionally caring for myself so that I can best invest in others? This is not just about us. This is how do we take care of ourselves in such a way so we can then go and pour into and invest and other people that we have in our sphere of influence. The fourth awareness question is this: is what additions do I need to make to my life this year? What do I need to add into my life? What is going to get me to a better version of myself? What are the things I need to start doing? Think about it that way. What do I need to start doing? And then last, what goals would help me reach this best version of myself? So this is how we do set a handful of goals, but it's not just goals for the sake of goals or goals for the sake of more. It's goals for the sake of, this is who I believe I'm supposed to be, and I want to do everything I can to set myself up for this. As a Christian, this also means I'm listening to who I think God calls me to be and what God is asking me to do. So what do I need to do to help me reach the best version of myself? Sixth question is this: what do I need to stop doing? We all have things we need to stop doing. Like I need to stop eating so much gas station food. But we all have things we need to stop. Sometimes we're silly, but sometimes we're also serious. And then the final, absolute last awareness question and last reflection question is this: what have I put off that can drastically change my life? Now, I'm a procrastinator, and I'm a serial procrastinator, but the older I get and the more I read and research procrastination, what I find out is that procrastination is not laziness, but procrastination is a fear-based reaction in our life. That when I procrastinate what I'm scared of, or I'm scared of not happening, or I'm scared of not being able to control. But what have I been putting off that can drastically change my life? And I've got a pretty good list of those. So thanks for tuning into the video. Thanks for looking at these reflection questions. Thanks for being open and honest with yourself. So I invite you just to share this with your friends. Remember, the questions are going to be typed up down below in the description. But I hope you have a fantastic and safe New Year's Eve. And I'll see you in 2018. Have a great day.